Welcome back, traders. This is Ryan back with another market preview. And if you see my previous videos, you'll notice that we've gotten a lot brighter here. Yes, I've changed up the color scheme, so we're going away from the dark background and we're going to go with a lighter color palette here. So with the white background, hopefully this will help with charting and how I draw my lines and make it easier and clearer for you guys to see. Also, you'll notice that we don't have any more red candles. All the red candles are replaced with these black candles. So just keep in mind the black candles are going to be the down candles, and the green candles are going to still remain our up candles. So this is going to take a little bit of getting used to, but hopefully I don't see this being a big issue. But let me know what you think of this new color scheme. I would like to hear in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you think it's easier to see things? But February is over, we're heading into March, and we're going to get started with our preview with the dollar index on the monthly, and we'll be zooming in on the recent price action here. Now, taking a closer look at the weekly chart, we can see that we have already created a swing high on the weekly a couple weeks ago, and last week was a doji candle, and it closed below the previous week as well. Price went up into this weekly SIBI and into the order block here, just tapped it, and then started going back down. So we have a volume balance on the weekly. This is what we are looking for the dollar index to come down and get into here. I want to keep an eye out to see how price behaves. Is it going to use this as support so we can look for higher prices in the dollar index and above these relative highs? Or is it going to go through and close below and we can look for the BISI here or even the swing low and these relative lows down here? Drilling down deeper into the daily chart, you can see it's a little hard to tell because we have this low and high, and now we're consolidating in equilibrium. But you don't really see much imbalance on the upside, and we have this order block candle on the daily, marked out the mean threshold with the bodies. Should price close below the mean threshold, that could be an indication we can look for the dollar index to go below the swing low here and into the volume imbalance. But it's a little difficult to tell because we are in equilibrium and price has come down and tapped this order block. So this order block could launch price even higher. But because of the weekly chart and the monthly chart, I am leaning towards the downside on dollar index. Here's a weekly chart for the ES micros, and you can basically see that we've been rallying up the entire time on the March contract. So keep in mind that March contract will be expiring, I think like what, the third week, sometime the third week of March. So just keep that in mind that we have been going up, so we could have some sort of retracement down. But you know, everyone is looking for the top. Everyone's trying to call the top. You know me, I'm not a big fan of doing that. So I have no reason to think that it's going to go down unless it's actually showing me any indication. In fact, if you take the projection from this low to this high, and you do a symmetrical swing, we have one standard deviation here. So we could be seeing the ES break above 5,300 before the close of this March contract, or it could continue on into the next contract in June. Now taking a closer look with the daily chart and zooming in a little bit. So I don't want to be calling the top, but if we have a reversal, I will want to see price take out this swing low right here with displacement. I want this whole fair value gap to get closed in and these order block right here to get disrespected. And if we close below this swing low here, that will be further confirmation and we can look for price to start going lower. Here will be a swing low and another swing low and another swing low. So these could be potential targets if we start heading to the downside. Same story for the Nasdaq. Price has been rallying up, and I don't want to be calling the top. Although if we do take a projection from this low to this high, you can see that we are at -2 standard deviations here, and price is pretty close to it. So this could be a turning point, but like I said, I don't want to be calling the top. So let's go into the daily chart and take a closer look. Here's the daily chart, and we do have that market structure shift line right here on the weekly, but we could be looking for price to come down below this swing low on the daily. Now I want to zoom in, but before I do, we'll take a look at the projection from this low to this high. And you can see I already marked it out here with the red line. This will be a -4 standard deviation projection on the daily chart. So let's zoom in a little bit. And you can see that price is almost there. It hasn't gotten there just yet. So we could be seeing a little bit more upward movement. But for me, if price displaces below this swing low here, it has to be a large displacement covering this whole entire fair value gap and disrespecting these order blocks right here. And if we start taking the sell side liquidity below here, that could be a potential reversal. And I'll be looking for the sell side liquidity below this swing low, and here is that weekly market structure shift. So that's my outlook on the markets this week. Basically, I'm looking for continuation with the current trend. But let me know what you guys think. You think the market has topped? I'm curious to know what you guys all think. Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, leave me a like, subscribe to this channel. It's really going to help me out. I really appreciate it. And also hit that notification bell because I got some other videos that I plan to get out later this week. But until then, good luck trading.